Anyway, let's go. Unreal Engine 5, guys.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jérôme Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained
Real-time
to a
lighting.
game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we
Okay, these aren't the Fortnite people. That yes, they're the same company, but they're not the Fortnite people. This is who Epic Games acquired, the same people who have been making Unreal Engine for forever. So as horrible as it is that Epic Games owns Fortnite, it's fantastic that they own these guys, seriously.
call this new system Lumen. And we are about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal.
Film
for us.
quality,
I just
straight
want to be
in,
able to
guys.
import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data, without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. We
You're
call
not
this
wrong,
new
Rio.
technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Awesome. Let's take a look at it.
This has to be the right way.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets. but
Look at
instead of
that
using the
detail.
game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film.
This
There
is
are around 1 million
stupid.
triangles each. And thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles,
So keep in mind, as good as this looks, this is being downscaled.
each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too.
This is being run in real
Speaking
time.
of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly.
So that's RTX on and off, basically.
Okay, let's keep going. We've made some great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces. Sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio.
Sport games are gonna be stupid realistic. They can just import full body
All of
scans
this adds
now.
up
Like,
to a more immersive experience.
look at the side of this right side of the wall. It's stupid how good the lighting looks.
This
Now-
swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
Now the water doesn't look too great in this, but everything else, stupid good.
We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below. The demo runs on our chaos physics system. Here we are using it to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
This is just being played in real time. This isn't some pre-rendered cinematic. This
Now
is
that the
gameplay.
environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
That's promising.
So they didn't pre-animate that. That just happened.
Dynamic GI is amazing,
Like what?
not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light
That's-
source can move while
it
still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting.
Good luck for your PC.
Dynamic
Yeah.
illumination means specular as well, which you can
Well, apparently this is running on a PS5. Like, that's what's so stupid, is this isn't even, like, the high-end PC. This is just a PS5. Imagine... Apparently nobody has the hardware for this. This is what the next-gen graphics cards are going to be doing later this year.
see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light. Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources,
I don't know if you guys caught that. They didn't animate it to react to the light like in most games. The bugs just naturally know that they want to stay away from light. So wherever you put the light, they're going to do that. Imagine the gameplay possibilities with dynamic lighting being influenced on NPCs. Like, the gameplay potential for that is amazing.
but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush.
Elder Scrolls absolutely needs this. And get ready for what he's about to say here, because this is just a stupid amount of triangles on just this one model we're seeing in front of us.
And is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs. And we can do more than a single statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room for a total of over 16 billion triangles.
Oh
from
my
statues.
gosh.
Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles.
Yeah, the PS5 is supposed to come out this year. And none of this is a cinematic.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
This is stupid that it's being done in real time. Look at this. The lighting.
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open.
What?
Don't fail me now.
This is gameplay. Not a cinematic, this is gameplay. And they're doing all the stuff they put together with the dynamic environments where the character will react to stuff that's near them. Like, this is stupid. How amazing it is. Now that part at the end has to be like a cinematic to get that
Time
camera
to see
angle, but
what's next.
she Legolas. She's totally Legolas. Like, imagine the gameplay you can have with stuff like this at the end.
It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open.
How much better can graphics get? Well, this is movie quality, cinematic style graphics in real time. So I'd argue that as far as landscape, character models, and lighting, this is just about as good as it can get. The one thing that they haven't mastered yet is water. And I don't think that's going to be mastered this generation. I think that'll require a PS6 or something like that to be mastered. But everything other than water, it's going to look like a movie. Like, it's stupid. You could probably render the Lord of the Rings movies in real time now. Like, that's how stupid it is.
Don't fail me now.
This is just insane. Like, imagine an Avatar: The Last Airbender game with this tech. Like, I still can't get over that part. That's just so amazing.
Stretch all the way to the horizon.
And keep in mind, the new Lord of the Rings MMO and the new Elder Scrolls game are going to be on these same consoles. Well, Jody, they said that because what I didn't realize is The Mandalorian was actually done with Unreal Engine 4. Like, the visual effects for The Mandalorian were done in Unreal Engine 4. So, imagine what this is going to mean. This means that, like, say a new Star Wars movie comes out, you'll have the exact same assets, potentially, the exact same assets in a game. So the game will look just as good as the movie. Like, what? Yeah, they were talking about that in an interview with Jeff Keighley on GameStop. Or GameSpot, I should say, not GameStop. But yeah, what this allows is them to take the exact same assets that they used in a film area and literally just import them into Unreal Engine 5. And Unreal Engine 5 will downscale them appropriately. Now, that downscale is minor compared to like everything in the past. The fact that they can even downscale it shows how close they are. Because like if it was a huge difference, you couldn't downscale it. It would look terrible if you did. But because they're the way that the technology is now, it's just possible.
The portal, it's open. Don't fail me now.
And the fact that you have falling rocks like all over the scene, all this stuff moving around, like I could watch this 100 times and still be impressed by it. I need a new TV too. Yeah, I'm thinking I might want to go to a 4K monitor. This is the first time I've actually thought I want to go to a 4K. I mean, this is just
Time to
stupid.
see what's next.
And so, to make just this demo, which is what? Like the actual gameplay part of it, it's probably just like 5 minutes. It took 24 people. 6 months. So they're gonna need more. This is not necessarily making things more interesting, but what it allows is if you already have assets
Is so complex.
from something like a film or something like that, you can just import them in. So for movie games are going to look better than ever
To
before.
greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive.
They
frame
might actually be able to
placement and
spend time
motion
on making good
Any
gameplay
light
in movie
source
games.
Can move while still having beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic
But
illumination
what I like about this
affects it as
most
well, which you can see
is we'll actually finally
brush and is more than 33 million
no longer need to worry about
no
graphics,
baking
right?
of normal maps, no authored LODs.
Games will finally start to be about gameplay and not about graphics anymore. Because right now there's such a focus on
You can
graphics.
do more than a single statue.
But like,
Nearly
10 years from now,
500
I don't think this is
exact
going to look
statues
ugly,
at
right?
the same
Like, how
detail
could
level
this look
placed in
ugly
this
10
room,
years from now?
For a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone.
And I've been waiting. I thought, you know, maybe PS4 would have done it, but it really wasn't a
For this
big
entire
jump.
Demo, there are hundreds of
Like,
billions
the
of
jump from
triangles.
PS2 to PS3 was huge. Absolutely huge. Same thing with PS1 to PS2. But then PS3 to PS4, not a lot really changed, right? We're now getting dynamic lighting, real-time cinematic rendering as gameplay.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry. and
This
with Lumen,
is huge.
You have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination.
The fact that this is being run real-time on a console is just amazing. Like, I can't even imagine what this means for Elder Scrolls 6. And what this means for the new Lord of the Rings MMO. I do know I'm gonna need a new graphics card at the very least, though. Good grief.
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open.
But yeah, their tech just automatically scales stuff. That's what's so cool. Their tech just automatically scales up and down everything. But like, everything's falling down. And look at all the particle effects. All that's being done in real time. Well, the good news is that it'll downscale, right? So, like, they were saying that this same tech demo will technically be playable on mobile. So, that's what's cool about their technology, is that it won't look this good, but they're allowing scalability so that people can still play stuff. Yeah. The frame rate is not that great,
And we
but considering what they're doing here, the frame rate is amazing.
and with Lumen, you have
But there
fully
is
dynamic
stuttering every
lighting
now and then,
global
for sure.
illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
They were saying that there wouldn't be imagine the new mobile games, right? But they were saying that there wouldn't be there won't be the same like gradual load-ins. Like, games will just beat. They won't be loading because they'll be rendering everything in real time. So there won't be like pop-ins and things like that, because all the assets will be instantly loaded because of how fast the new SSDs are in the new
Stretch
consoles.
all the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open. Don't fail me now.
Playing Lojo, you'll never complain about stuttering, right? Yeah, that's sadly true. I can't get enough of this part. Like, the possibilities are just amazing. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. It's crazy what the next gen's going to be able to do.
It's time to see
I can't
what's
wait to
next.
see it. How would this work in multiplayer? Apparently they are working on making it be multiplayer related because, I mean, they're part of Epic Games, so yeah. Like, it's just gonna be insane. Yeah, strategy games will never be the same, right? It's crazy. Battle for Middle-earth 3. Imagine Battle for Middle-earth 3 on this. Oh, man. Anyway, let's find someone to raid here. Let me go ahead and take that away. There we go. We are still in LOTR. Oh man, that demo. I can't wait to see what people are gonna come up with. It's crazy, guys. We're living in the future. Let's see. I don't know if we've ever raided this person. We're gonna try. Below average at best. Here we go. Get those emotes ready. Get that hype going. Yeah, Total War is gonna be crazy. The new Total War. Just crazy. Anyway, we will hopefully be streaming again tomorrow with some more LOTR. Be on the lookout for that. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. We'll hopefully be finishing this out. This zone is a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. But hey, there's apparently going to be a new instance coming next week. So I'm excited about that on like the 20th, I think they said. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, take care everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you again real soon for some more LOTR. Let's have fun with this raid!